Hi. So for my interview, I interviewed my dad, and I was able to just have like a phone interview conversation with him. And it was actually a really cool experience. I really had a good time talking to him about this. My dad's a super spiritual man, and he's been like a really big influence in my life and how strong he is in the gospel. And I don't usually get like the opportunity to have conversations like this with him, so it was actually a really cool assignment, and I was glad that I was able to talk to him about these things because I feel like it helped our relationship and it brought us closer together. So I asked him the questions that were given, and he pretty much was able to just like bear his testimony with me. My dad's really good about having a relationship with Christ and putting his relationship with God first in his life. And so it was cool like learning from him and hearing ways that he does that, and he chooses to put God first in his life. And I like learned a lot about like how he intentionally does that, and like the actual things that he does to implement keeping a relationship with God important in his life. And I mean, my dad like goes above and beyond, and he really makes sure that's the center of his life. And one thing he said is he makes sure like Christ is the center of his life, and then he revolves the rest of his life around that, and just make sure everything fits in like a chronological way that makes sure everything in his life like makes sense and is in the right order, and he's not like getting the wrong things to be more important in life. And so I was able to learn a lot from that, and I honestly feel like I learned a lot from him. I know I was supposed to be like teaching him things that I learned, but my dad is very strong in the gospel, so really he was just teaching me, and we were kind of able to bounce off of each other, which was cool. But really I just was able to learn from his insights and his understanding of Christ and how strong his testimony is. So I really liked his assignment. Yeah.